Hi there, it's Michael. So I wanted to talk to you with just the camera in a way, but I don't want to show my face. So welcome to the 2021 say Fyrestrike yearly wrap up. And last year, last year was a funny one because last year when I did this same item, I believe, yeah, I released what I called the Fyrestrike podcast, and it was more me going off on a tangent of sorts, and well, uh, got a lot of views. But I also know who disliked kind of bombed it, so that's not really of importance. What's important is 2021 was an interesting year where we kind of knew what was going on. We kind of had to deal with what had gone on in 2020, and we had to move forward from it. And it's not really anything different with Fyrestrike Entertainment. There's a lot of stuff that I did do, and a lot of stuff that I could have done. But there's a limitation to what I can release and what I can do when I'm a one man person. When I'm only one man. I was about to say one man band. But when it comes down to it, what makes Fyrestrike Entertainment is me. There's really no one else. The original thought for the channel would probably have to be creating a channel where people can post their content, like a collection of sorts. But then it's difficult to do something like that, and it's difficult to come up with ideas. I would love to go try doing live streaming, but the way my OBS is set up, it's set up for recording, and if I change that, I might cause an issue. So we'll see, really. But there are certain things that I wanted to go over in a video, and well, let's I guess go over them. The first thing I wanted to go over was content, kind of mostly content in my release schedule. I'm still kind of getting over being sick, but it's really just I fucked up my throat this morning. So what is with the content? Well, how did content get released over this past year? That's probably a better answer, right? 2021 was meant to be some release year that I wanted to try and do specific videos, and I wanted to begin with this whole idea of Adult Swim. And that was the whole idea of the bracket FE, the other bracket, whatever, or the bracketed just text. And did it work out? No, because by the time I got to the third supposed video of that style, I kind of started getting a little depressed because the third video originally was supposed to be titled Failure. And while it's inspirational of sorts, it was supposed to say, hey, you can do it, take the next step, believe in yourself. It dug deep into my own personal failure when I was coming up with the ideas, and I did not like that. So the first video back, after dealing with 2019, skipping over an entire year, kind of, pretty much, because 2020 was bullshit. I just didn't release any content then. As I said, the podcast was released in December. Right here, it says December 21st, 2019. I released a lot of videos in 2019. Or quite a few. But I just didn't like it. So 2020 was skipped. Channel trailer was released on January 14th, 2021 of this new style. We got, we got about 2 weeks of those Adult Swim style videos, And then 7 days later, test footage originally comes out for Portal 2 saying, hey, here's some test whatever. And that's not the biggest of deals ever. But 3 videos in 3 weeks, kind of impressive for what I had done. I really had never done something at that level since, let's say, 3 years. Because the last time I'd done something of that level was kind of 2018. 2018, I uploaded videos a little bit more sporadically when I felt like it. But yeah, it was mostly since 2017, where I did a whole month in the month of October of videos. I would love to see some of those videos return to the channel, but we'll see. Because as I said, we'll get into it. But it really is more impressive since July 14th. I've uploaded pretty much close enough to once a week, and that's impressive on its own right because I've never done something of that magnitude or that level for this long. It doesn't matter. This long from July to say January now. Oh God. It was the second week of the 7th month. So I've gone about, say, 5 months, 6 months now. Well, next week it'll probably be about 6 months. So I started with content, and I was playing Bed Wars with Pickle, and I was like, hey, maybe I should make this a video. And he, being the optimistic fuck he is like, hey, maybe you should make it into a video. You're right. And he encouraged me, because he likes watching sometimes our old content, so I was like, sure. So I released Bed Wars. 2 videos of Bed Wars. Now, thinking back on it, I probably shouldn't have released 2 Bed Wars videos back to back. My brother insulted me and immediately said, you're a Minecraft YouTuber now? Now, mind you, I used to be a Minecraft YouTuber in some ways, so it's not surprising that happened. So from there, I just was like, okay, maybe I can release more Bed Wars. Well, there's only one more Bed Wars video that came in August. But I had to try and fill in empty weeks. I didn't want to be, here's a video, wait a while, here's a video, wait a while, here's a video, wait a while. I wanted to be consistent. I wanted to be regular. Because I was going into another semester of college, and I was like, if I'm not on myself for regular content, by the end of August, I will not be uploading videos. Plain and simple. And is that a good thing or a bad thing? It's more just I wanted to push myself, and I have pushed myself, I would say, in a direction that I don't think I would go back to. But it's how it is. It's just that I push myself into a direction that maybe I shouldn't have. But also, maybe I should have kept going. And maybe I should keep going. That's a thought, right? Near the end of July, I wanted to upload another video. I wanted to create a consistent schedule of uploads. So I started creating this idea of different series that I could do for the channel. Because I can do one-off videos. It's not the biggest deal to create a video and say, hey, here's this video. And I've done that numerous times. But I wanted a consistent upload rate. So I put out a video or footage of the game Synergy when I played with Owl and Sci-Fi. And I call him Sci-Fi. He was more Siffy, but Sci-Fi. But we played and I enjoyed it. Synergy was a fun game, but mind you, this footage is from 2019. I don't believe it was 2018 because I don't think we played in 2018, but I know for sure it was like 2019. And that means it's pretty old footage. And I was like, let me try doing something new. And that was the whole idea of FE Archive. Because at that point, I had not done my audio setup that I have now, where I have, say, 3 audio tracks. I used to only have one, where everything was flowing into the same river. Now I have 3 separate rivers that I can just pull whatever I need out of. And that was uploaded. It did fairly well. No likes though. Probably because, yeah. But anyway, I released that. And then I released a TF2 video because I was like, okay. Pickle was like, hey, let's do a gimmick. And I was like, sure, let's gimmick it. And that was how that video came out. And then another Bed Wars. And then I was like, hey, I created old SCP videos for a series called The Foundation. And I wanted to release those in 2018 and 2019 when I got into SCP, like fully. And I was like, here's some old content or old footage. Let me try turning it into something. So I did. There you go. That's it. That's the story behind The Foundation. I could get into the nitty gritty, and I could get into every single little thing that I've done for that fucking series. Pain in my ass. But it's not important. What's important is that some people like it. There are some videos that some of them have few views, some of them have a lot of views. Decky the D class will always hold a place in my heart. Decky's a chill dude. To be honest, we fucked each other over back in the day, but he's a chill dude, and I don't want to. It's not that I consider him per se like a good friend. I haven't spoken to him in a while, mostly because of all the past events. But it's like the dude didn't really do much. He's chill, he's cool, and I'd love to see a group of people, including myself, come back together and just be like, hey, it's all in the past. But that's not content. That's not content. But it's wrap up. It's nostalgia. It's a little bit of just looking back and being like, there's that. I can always do that sometime else. Okay. So the next thing was an FE archive again. That one I believe was from like 2018, I think. It was NVM from TF2. And then September 1st, I did something I probably shouldn't have. This is a very long time because the rest of the stuff is pretty short. But in September 1st was the first episode, and the only episode, of Muck. Muck came out in July, or about June, July. Before it was super well known and every single YouTuber was playing it, I was like, hey, Pickle, you want to play Muck? Because I recently heard about it, and I was like, hey, I follow Danny, I subscribe to Danny, hey, you want to play this game that you have no clue what it is, but I'm going to say it's like Minecraft, and you're going to play it with me because you think it's like Minecraft. And now I did a lot of editing techniques that I probably should continue doing in other videos, but he's like, okay, let's play. So we played, and oh boy, if you want to go watch that, we fucked up. That was a fun experience. Now I haven't watched. When I edit these videos, I watch them. My memory's so good that I don't have. My memory is pretty good. I'm not gonna say it's super good, but I can remember not the exacts of it, but how the video made me feel. The emotions are still there. Then on September 8th, I did another thing I probably shouldn't have. I started a Pokemon series. Yay! Um, there are still some consistent viewers. Yay! Pickle doesn't watch these, so I don't know who those consistent viewers are. Yay! Pokemon's a pretty fun series. It's something I should upload more. But as I said, I should upload more of it. The other videos from there are pretty much same old, same old. Because I went and started doing it so that it was like the first of the month, and the first of the month was like any video I wanted. The second week was Pokemon. The third week was Foundation, and the fourth week was supposed to be FE Archive. Well, this continued for a little while because it continued through from probably beginning back then, pretty much starting in August, where I did FE Archive at the end and I did Foundation third week. I wanted to do Pokemon, so I started, as I said, September 8th. And from there, it continues. But the problem, however, is that there's a limited supply of old footage that is not usable. There's also sometimes where a month has not 4 weeks, but 5. So, I uploaded another something that is questionable. It's called Two Idiots with microphones. It should be changed probably to Two Idiots with a mic, but really it was my brother and I. Pretty old footage. It just I had the ability to record it, right? And I was like, well, I have this old footage that it says on here that it's from 2020. If it's from 2020, then that means that I recorded in 2020, and I did. Like I thought that this was recorded. Sorry, I'm looking. Yeah, okay. I had a few things recorded in 2020. I didn't upload them, but Two Idiots with Microphones. Interesting videos. My brother says a few things probably shouldn't have. I probably should have edited captions into the video. But there you go. For October, I want to do a little more spooky, though. Spooky. So, I released a Pokemon video. I released an FE Archive of the 3 stories from Bonfire Stories that already are videos on the channel, but they aren't viewable to regular people, so I was like, here's a 40-minute video that's just Pokemon. A little glitchy, but that's what happens when I'm recording on probably, I don't think my old computer at the time, I think I was recording on a laptop. But then Foundation. Amnesia the Dark Descent, which I do not like. I hate horror games. I do not record them. And then the High Flying Pyro. That was a fun video. Mostly because it was a montage. And then Pokemon Foundation. And then, as I said, reality set in. And it was just that my channel is probably so deranked in the algorithm because it's an older channel, but it was dead for over a year. Okay. On my latest videos, I've picked up on views. I have started being picked up through different systems on the algorithm. Why? Because I'm uploading more frequently. Before then, it was once a week. And that was the whole idea behind reality, which was the channel update. It was just reality setting in. That's what it is. What can I do? Right? Reality is there, and YouTube sucks dick. But I still use it. The other platform that I have is Odysee. And have I uploaded to Odysee? I've tried. There is no video scheduling. If there was video scheduling, I would probably be on Odysee way faster. But I have to upload all the old content and change the upload date to match YouTube. And then I have to upload those videos. So if you want to watch an Odysee, the link for my affiliate link for sign up is in the description, and it will be in the description of this video if you want to sign up. Or you can use the affiliate code on the rewards page if you already have an account and you just set it there, and it benefits me. Not really do I get money, but it helps rank my channel higher. Because currently I am the sole Fyrestrike Entertainment, but I don't think it's not. It'll be there probably for a while, but it's the whole idea of legitimacy, making sure you're the highest ranking channel if you're that name. So yeah, want to do that? Check it out. Anyway, Ever City training montage, a video that should not have been made. I should have been training my Pokemon off camera. I said I would, and I still have to before the next video comes out. So, just letting you know, this video is recorded on January 4th. A lot of things are happening this week. Before next week. So, next week I have a lot of stuff going on, and from there on out, my semester begins. So next week it begins. That means I'm gonna try and keep upload, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, then Operation Something Stupid didn't work out as I intended. I was bored when it came to editing, so yeah. And then Eraser. Episode 2 is better than episode 1, if you're interested. Episode 1 is mostly silent, and mostly me being silent. Episode 2 has more talking. Episode 2, I was sick, but I was feeling a bit better. Episode 1, I had some problems with my recording, my audio through my own mic. People going in and out of my recording area, or this wonderful room, and then I just didn't feel like talking. I wasn't feeling good. So I can call up the Crystal Mission, which is live on the channel right now. Or watch it. Go watch it. All that stuff, all that footage is there. And I erased what I was going to talk about. Okay. When it comes to, I'll say the next thing then probably is editing. When it comes to editing, how do I say this? I'm lazy. I can be pretty good at editing and creating a style if I want to. And that's how the foundation videos work. If I wanted to, they would be probably just what they were originally, just recordings. And yeah. But when it comes to a lot of videos, I do put effort in. I think I put more effort into the thumbnails now, with the templates and all that other jazz, than I do editing. But I think there's always a job that can be done. So if you're interested, there you go. Yeah, I have to edit, and there'll be a lot of videos coming out, so I just have to make sure my editing is up to par. I'm not a team, as I said. I'm a single dude. And the single dude, if I was to gain more subscribers, if I had more than 37 subscribers, or if I was locked at, no, okay. If my number of subscribers went up from 37, and I was no longer locked by YouTube at 37 subscribers, would I put more effort in? Sure. I have a lot of work to do, but I can do it. Plus I don't have everything templated. My thumbnails are templated. My descriptions are templated. My editing system not templated. Maybe I'll do that. The next thing probably is thumbnails and descriptions. Kind of went over that. My descriptions, I have a spreadsheet. I was organized. Yeah. I was organized to do everything, but I don't know. And as I said, I don't know. When it comes to thumbnails and descriptions, my descriptions, I have a basic template of what it looks like. YouTube's has the built-in defaults that I have set up, but I have to redo that because it messed up. But and I then also have a said spreadsheet. That spreadsheet has every single title, upload date, category, game slash series, whatever the top of the description says, the music that the video uses, information about the game or the mod or whatever. So I also have a whole database for all the mods that I use or will use that I want to play. So that's covered. The other thing would be the thumbnails, and I do not want to talk about the thumbnails, but I will. As of the beginning of December, you may have noticed it instantly, and that was with the video Reality. When Reality came out, a little around that time, I did what I would like to call a case study. Probably not a case study, but I went through some different thumbnail designs, and I was like, you know what? All I do is frickin' put a picture on the screen anyway, and then I do some editing to make it look more 3D. How about I create a border with possibly showing a game series, the series icon, or other information like the episode number, and use that. Eraser doesn't do that. Eraser is just the border for the basic border for Fyrestrike Entertainment. Reality is officially the border for Fyrestrike Entertainment. Pokemon uses a custom one, and it shows the number. And then Crystal Mission uses the new one that I created for Sign Co-op, that template. But I think it works. It actually works. And it's not the best. I know that there's no such thing as perfect. In all honesty, I could improve these, but I like the ones that I've done. They're not clickbait. You're explicitly seeing an image from the game. Eraser, the Eraser one, that's the same image, just in dark mode and light mode, because there's two different modes. And in part 1, I was only in dark mode. Part 2, I was in light mode. There you go. Crystal Mission. Those are images from the game itself. The only thing that's ever different in most of these thumbnails, or most thumbnails that I have, is what game shows, really. Is there a game logo? Does it show? Is there an episode number? There you go. I use the assets that I have and screenshots that I have, or screenshots that I take. So everything's from the game, and that's, I think, pretty cool. And those are my thumbnails. I went back, and every public video has a custom thumbnail. The problem is Bedwars doesn't have the custom border. That's a discrepancy. But as I said, discrepancy. Some of these thumbnails should be remade. Yeah, for sure. 2 days with microphones, that was remade. For both of them, so that I could actually use the basic template that I have for Fyrestrike Entertainment. That's just that. I think I talked more about content than I did about this, but there's a limit to what I can do, and there's a limit to how far I can go. The other thing, and this is the final thing I wanted to talk about. This is gonna drag the video over 30 minutes. Ah, God. was an annoying year. Actually, probably go back even further. 2019 was an annoying year. 2020 kind of just showed how evil and how cruel humans can be. 2021 showed that get worse. And I don't want to just make an automatic assumption and say, hey, there's so much we can say about people. There's so much you can say about reality. There's so much you can say about society. Yada, yada. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. Are you going to be talking about society and reality for the next 5 minutes? No. No. Society sucks. It's easy to say that. It's easy to say anything really sucks. And anything is horrible. Anyone is evil. Unless there's true evil, it's difficult to make a point. But 2021, I didn't want to do anything until the later half. And have I been successful with the stuff that I've had to deal with? Like personally, mixed with the videos? I hope so. I have put effort in. And it's not that no one else has put effort in. But in 2022, I want to show more. Just a little tiny bit more. I want fireworks. I want the confetti that shows on YouTube whenever you get a video that has hit a new high. A new number of views in a certain number of hours, a new number of likes, a new number of whatever. I want that dopamine rush. But am I going to get it? And the question is just that. Will I actually get it? And the answer is probably no. I've gotten it a few times. That's because my content is how it is. And I've gotten 0 views, and it was like, confetti, yay! I don't like that. And YouTube knows I don't like that. But YouTube's system thinks I like it. They think most people like it. And by getting rid of dislikes, you can try to say, hey, we're protecting creators, but really you're not protecting creators because the dislikes are public in the YouTube studio. And I can see them when I hover over. And I don't want to get into it now much further than I already have, because it's not digging myself a deeper hole. It's like taking a shotgun and aiming it at my head and taking a few shots where I would just pull the trigger, and my body's immortal, but the pain just comes again and again and again, where I start getting desensitized to it, but it just continues. And I'm sick of it. I'm really freaking sick of it. But what can you do? To leave this video off on a high note is hard. But I'll try. In 2022, I'm going to try and do better. I'm going to push myself a little further. Make some content that I don't think I would usually make. And try to retain viewers. If you are one of the viewers who has stayed watching this video until the very end, and I doubt there's many, if at all, thank you. If you're someone who watches my videos regularly, you watch content regularly, I just actually want to say thank you. I would say that it doesn't mean too much, but time is invaluable. Someone else's time is a lot more valuable in some ways than mine. Because no matter how many hours I put into the content I make, if there's someone getting enjoyment out of it, and in having fun and watching the videos, and maybe having even just a single laugh to brighten up maybe their shitty day, where they could have had a really crappy day at work, or they could have had a really crappy day anytime else. It makes it all worth it in the end. So if you want to, as I said, if you want to leave a comment, do so. If you want to like the video, sure. If you want to subscribe, even if you are a new subscriber and you watch this entire shit show, do so. Come hang out. Join the Discord. Join my guilds on Guilded. Check out Odysee. Their content is gonna probably be going sooner than later. And I guess I'll probably speak again, talk to you in the next one. Because there's nothing we can do except push ourselves to the limit. And while that limit can expand and grow, I want to see where pushing to the limit takes me, takes this channel, and in the end, takes us. Thank you for watching.
I was trying to look back. I'm just trying to move in the shadows. Yesterday, tomorrow. I'm searching.